Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here, and the critters. Bradley already left. Excuse me for work. I've been running around like a banshee. Do I look like a banshee too, don't I? Just threw my hair up in this quick, messy bun type thing because I'm doing stuff. It is February 3rd, 2017, Friday afternoon. It is 3:16 p.m. here in sunny Florida. It is, let's pull up the weather here. It is 73 degrees. Real feel is 78. The high will be 75 and the low will be 46. So pretty nice, mild temperatures. Sat outside for a long time this morning. Just love that so much. I know you guys probably get tired of hearing that, but I do. It's just very, very important to me and good for me all the way around. You know, mentally, physically, just everything. You know how sometimes you have like flyaway hair and you keep thinking that it's just, yeah. Let's see, it never rained yesterday. I was hoping it would, but it just didn't. So last night, while Brad was at work, I decided that I didn't like as much clutter was through the kitchen area. The kitchen area has probably got the most stuff. And, you know, one side of it we have the toaster oven and the ice maker, the garbage can, you know, where we keep the dog food, the shoe rack, all that kind of stuff. You know, the spice drawers. The other side, you know, is where we have this side right here is where we have the sink, a bunch of cabinets, the stove, all of that. But we had a bunch of stuff on the floor. Now, you guys know that my husband has neuropathy very badly where, yeah, his feet are numb until, you know, he goes to bed and then they're on fire. And he has poor eyesight also. It really affects his balance, and he can't really, you know, he'll trip over stuff, and I'm trying to eliminate that as much as possible. Plus, also, we had just recently moved where the dog food dish, so now it's better for everybody. It's better for the dog because they can kind of get out of the way, you know, and it's better for us and stuff. So I rearranged a bunch of stuff, put a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be there up and stuff, and it's much cleaner looking, much nicer, a lot more room. Well, not a lot, but for us living in an RV, even if you get 6 inches, it's a lot. So, you know, I did that, and then I decided while I was on it, I had some clutter around my bed because we had rearranged some stuff about a week ago there. And you know how you put the stuff on the bed and you think you're going to put it up, and then it comes bedtime and you're really dead tired, so you set it on the floor. Yeah, so I cleaned all that up. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I got to talk to my granddaughter. I was getting worried because I know that she lost phone privileges because of her grades went down. She's normally an A student. You know, and it's normal. She's in junior high, and, you know, that's how we learn. But she got her phone privileges back, and I had texted her a few times. You know, because I like to just text her and let her know I love her and I'm thinking of her and stuff, because I really miss her so much. And I wasn't getting any response, but I thought, okay, well, she's busy. Well, then it came back, message expired, so I texted her mom, and I said, you know, what's going on and stuff, and she told me, you know, that she basically was kind of locked out of her phone because she didn't know the password, and Emma had been really sick for about a week, so they hadn't made it up to Verizon, but that there was another cell phone that she had, and she was homesick from school still, and I could call that. So I called that and got to talk to her for a while, and it was really great. I always love talking with her. Love talking with my granddaughter. And because I had sent her some specialty paint, I sent her some glow-in-the-dark paint, because she really loves art too, and so this is acrylic paint, and then I think it's by Folk Art. It's only like $2 for a bottle, but they have like all different hues of glow-in-the-dark, and then the glitter paint same way, and that's the same price. And they also have some metallics, which are the same price. So I had sent her a bottle of the white glitter, and then a bottle of the neutral glow-in-the-dark, you know, with her mom's birthday present. So, We were talking about that. I am so loving. Uh, oh, wait. I'm getting off track. So, and then I did some looming, but my shawl is up there, so I'm going to have to wait. Um, did my blood sugar last night, so I'll show you the shawl tomorrow. My blood sugar last night was 152 before I ate my dinner. So only 2 more points. If it had been 150 or below, I wouldn't have had to take any insulin at all. So, but it's drastically come down. It's come down seriously just within starting to watch it within the last week, and then really watching it in the last 3 days now. It's come down about 90 points. So my body really likes the very low carb and needs it. So, I'm aiming to get it to where I don't have to take insulin anymore. And I made breakfast burritos, but I didn't, of course, eat the tortillas. So I made with some sausage, ground sausage, a half a pound, split between Brad and I, 6 eggs, some bell pepper, some purple onion. Do I have anything else in there? I didn't have anything else in there. On mine, since I wasn't having any tortillas and making it into burritos, I sliced up some tomatoes and sliced up a zucchini, or not a zucchini, a cucumber. I'm loving those mini cucumbers, excuse me. And then had the egg mixture, with some cheese on top and some guacamole. So, and that was very satisfying and very good. Another thing I have noticed already is that my neuropathy when I go climb into bed is not near like it was as far as foot pain with the less carbs I eat and stuff. So that's really great. I still could do some tweaking. I'm probably eating a bit too much fruit. I know on the keto, they really don't want to, but like I said, mine is kind of a cross between the keto and the diabetic plan. So, but I need to, you got to kind of fine tune it. You're not going to have it perfect right off the bat. So, and that's where I see that I could really cut that down and not eat fruit late at night. That's, not good. So, today, Brad barbecued some chicken outside for us, some chicken breasts and chicken thighs. I had him cook some extra, so there's just some in the fridge. And that way he has some for lunches too. And I had green beans with mine. And I am loving, I have never ever, and I know this can seem sad, cooked fresh spinach before. I didn't know how to. My mom always bought canned, and I've always loved spinach. But that fresh spinach, and I like to cook it with just a little bit of butter, because I know we're supposed to have a certain amount of fat, and sliced, excuse me, sliced fresh mushroom. That's so good. And I like to put some lemon on it, lemon juice. I just got done making stuffed peppers. They're cooking here in the crock pot right now. And I'm going to talk about how I modified that recipe. That's going to be the topic here in a minute. But I did mine, and then I did Brad's, so, and then as soon as I get done off of here, I need to clean house. I need to do my exercises, and then I'm going to take a quick nap. So the topic for today, of course, is modifying recipe. And before I say this, I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, then why haven't you been doing it? Well, it's kind of like with anybody with any kind of an addiction, whether it was drugs, alcohol, or food. Now, to me, I consider that food addiction is probably one of the very hardest, because that's not something that you can step completely away from. I'm not negating how hard it is to quit alcohol or to quit drugs or to quit, like me, smoking. I smoked for years, and I really struggled for a very long time not to. And once in a while, still, it looks kind of good. There's a lot of smokers, in this campground and stuff. But then I catch a whiff, and I'm like, and I remember the lung problems I had with it. But anyway, I'm not cutting down anybody that smokes. I mean, I figure everybody has the right to do what they want. You know, but I think food addiction is so hard because it's not something that we can dip away from completely ever, because we have to eat. But I had learned a long time ago how to modify recipes. And what I did with the stuffed peppers I made is they're the large green peppers. And I go through a lot of fresh produce now. And I just love being able to get fresh, really good tasting produce here in Florida. But anyway, and I know it's really expensive, or else I would buy more. If I had more fridge room, because we're in a typical RV fridge, and if I had, a little bit more money, I would be buying more. Like, I would probably buy 2 of the giant spinach bags a week and stuff, because I really go through it. But anyway, how I did this recipe was, I used a half a pound of ground sausage. I used a half a pound of hamburger. I cut up 3 Roma tomatoes, very thinly diced up. Purple onion. I used the other half of that purple onion. I used some celery. What else did I use? I guess that's about. I used 2 eggs, and I used 2 of the small cans of tomato sauce. And I only put 1 can of tomato sauce in the mixture. Now, I divided up the mixture because you had Brad's, which had a cup of rice in it, and it had the tomatoes, the celery, the onion. I keep thinking there's something else, but I'm missing it. And the egg, and then a half a small can of tomato sauce. I like to use the taco seasoning, and I use some garlic salt, some pepper, and some paprika. Now in my bowl, because I don't want to be doing the carbs, and I didn't want the carbs from the rice, I used zucchini, finely diced, instead of the rice. And then I had all the same vegetables and stuff. So I divided that up, and then I stuffed each of our peppers, and I'll be able to tell which one is mine because you can see the zucchini in it instead of the rice. So, but you can alter recipes. I learned a very long time ago how to bulk up recipes by using vegetables. So you're not eating as much of the other stuff. How to bulk up, like, let's say spaghetti sauce, with using a lot of celery, more onion, more bell pepper, mushrooms, whatever you like. Now, I've never replaced the carbs to the degree I am now, because now I would be using either zucchini spiraled, or my friend Dee Martin suggested spaghetti squash, which I had forgotten completely about, and I have never had, but I certainly am going to be looking for it next week when we go into the store, because I would like to try that. If you guys know about other healthy squashes, let me know, because I'm very new to that whole world. I never had squash my whole growing up or anything. So I know I like the yellow squash too. I know I like that. I used to just hate zucchini and stuff, but I'd never had it really cooked in different ways. So, but you can alter a lot of recipes if you're really thinking of it. I know some people make the cauliflower crust, which I haven't made and haven't tried yet, but I would like to try that sometime. I think that would be interesting. I saw not too long ago where somebody was baking, they had sliced up cabbage, straight up and down, but in thicker slices, and then they were baking it in the oven. I think it had maybe some olive oil on it, some spices, and that looked interesting and good. And I was wondering if you couldn't do that, and then, I don't know, Well, you couldn't do really pizza. Well, you could, but that'd be kind of weird. But you kind of think of other things you might be able to put on top of it and stuff. I think that would be good with fish, you know. But yeah, if you really think about some of your favorite dishes, I mean, no, you can't, you know, some of the carbs you can't just substitute, find vegetables to substitute, but sometimes you can. Like, I'm going to be making egg rolls, and I'm going to have mine just in a bowl without the egg roll wrapper. But what I could do, and then I usually have it with rice. That's one of my husband's favorite dishes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook up, I bought some broccoli slaw. And I'm gonna steam some of that up. And so I can have my egg rolls on top of this broccoli slaw cooked. And I think that'll be really good. But I'm just finding different ways. I'm feeling much better. Like I said, I've noticed that the neuropathy is not near as bad. I wasn't lightheaded or anything today. So, I'm just trucking along and hanging in there. I know I'm going to have days where I'm very off and stuff. So anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. And I don't know if you guys have any weekend plans or not, but if you do, let me know what you're going to be doing. We're not going to be doing anything. Brad's working this weekend. But he works both days, but he'll be off Monday, so that'll be nice. That's kind of like our Saturday. So what else? Nothing else really. Yeah, nothing else really. Just kind of hanging out. Like I said, cleaning house, trying to stay upbeat and stuff. Trying to decide whether or not I'm going to take a nap before I clean house or after. Because all of a sudden, now that I quit moving around and running around, now all of a sudden I'm kind of like... But I would have to do the dishes before I take a nap. That would bother me. So, anyway, I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so much. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh, I also wanted to say one other thing. A very good friend of mine, Anne, she lost her mother Monday. Today would have been her parents' 71st anniversary. Well, it is. So, if you guys can just kind of keep her and her family in your thoughts and prayers. I know a lot of my friends have just lost parents or family members and stuff. So, let's try to be all a little kinder to each other and stuff, because we never know what that person may be going through. Maybe they have a family member that has cancer, or maybe they just lost a loved one, to a variety of things. And, it's very easy to become very bragful and boastful and look what I have and look what I've done and etc. But there's something said just for human kindness. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much money you owe or what you've bought or what, vacation you took, when it talks about just basic human life and stuff. And, I think sometimes that's what keeps us very grounded when you hear of somebody that just lost somebody. Even though I'm not close with my parents, I really love watching the dynamics of some people that are very close with their parents, that have that wonderful mother-daughter relationship, speaking as from a daughter standpoint, I've never had that with my mother, but it's beautiful to witness with other people, and I'm very happy for them, so, let's just try to be kinder to each other. I try to make sure that I don't put other people down or make them feel bad if they don't have what I have, and there's lots of people that have lots more than I have, and that's good for them, and this is good for me, and I figure this is just how God intended it to be. So, or whatever you believe in. Maybe you believe in that pine cone sitting over on that shelf. That's all good too. Or maybe you don't believe in anything. That's good too. Whatever you believe in. So, anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. And I'm going to take a nap before I clean house because all of a sudden I just kind of went. So, I love you guys and I do cherish your friendship so much. And I am going to try to get better about answering comments. Yesterday I was just not feeling, and it wasn't that anybody had done anything, I just was not feeling social. And sometimes I just get that way, where maybe I'm just kind of, basically if I'm doing any changes in my life, like even with the eating and stuff, then I tend to be a little quieter, So, anyway, love you guys, cherish you so much, and I think you guys are awesome, and I will talk to you later.